Welcome to the Salt Labyrinth podcast. We're talking comics. I'm Hank, and with me is Earth's mightiest hero, Ben.
Yes. Mightiest hero. You heard it here. No autographs. Well, autographs if you pay me. Touching costs extra. I do advertisements. I'll endorse anything if you pay me. This was a really good comic. We should say
just fun.
We should say what it is again.
We're reading Volume 1 of Jason Aaron's recent Avengers run, The Final Host.
It's super cool.
I think it's issues 1 to 6.
I don't know. I don't pay attention to that stuff.
Yes, it's 1 to 6. Can confirm.
You just slap the trade paperback in front of me, and I'm I'm adhered to my chair, and I just read. I don't do the other stuff.
Yeah.
This was like
Head empty.
Also,
yeah,
just, ignoring the world around me and just chuckling at the fact that you found some She-Hulk that's less cheesecake. But joke's on you, asshole. I'm all about that beefcake. And so is Thor, I guess.
Yeah.
That shit was top tier. Fucking
it's pretty fucking great.
Hulk
to make out.
Hulk is the warmest. I'm like, fucking prove it though. And then the next fucking panel just lips on. I'm like, this is incredible. This is one incredible Hulk. So fucking good.
Dude, it's such a fucking good comic.
And it does, there's so much shit that I like. We got super big, powerful things. That's incredible. I love that idea. I apologize, by the way. My P's are like a little extra poppy. I don't know why. It's something with my filter. I just noticed it on Audacity. Sorry, listeners. Giant, powerful things. I love it. I love the scale. I love we got so many good shots of like Loki and Captain America, like tiny little silhouettes in front of these giant Celestials. I've heard you mention Celestials. We've like encountered them a little bit in other things, even recent things, with Apocalypse and stuff. But
yeah, they've been hovering around what we've been reading.
But like they kind of meant nothing to me, you know? Like they're there, and even like when
they're
we
big
see
guys,
but even when we see them, like there hasn't been enough, you know. And here we got like
I can see how if you don't know what the Celestials are, that page in Hulk with like their outlines in the stars.
I'm like these are just, I'm
the
like
way it hits me.
Yeah. I'm like these are just guys. Like I don't okay. He has a gun on his shoulder, or fine.
They're kind of like guys.
They
One of them
are.
has like coffee cup head.
Yeah, they're like guys.
These are some Jack Kirby ass guys.
They're fucking. Let's not beat around the bush. They're like a Gen 11 suite of legendary Pokemon. By Gen 11, this is what all the legends.
If you're talking about the final host, like with the one with the scythe.
Well, that's just Reaper. That's a clear Overwatch ripoff. Fucking called out. But yeah, they're big. They're really big. I really like big, strong entities. So that's cool. They're ancient, which is incredible. Give me more. We got fucking Odin talking about like eons ago. Like, I'm eating this shit up. It's so good. Like, I just love that shit.
Defense of the ancients. If only that was a thing. Sorry.
What was there was another. So we got the like immortal shit, and we're like bouncing between the two timelines, except it's like not in an annoying way. That was incredible. Exquisitely done. We have big powerful things. We got like the immortal people, and then to beat the big things, the heroes become big. It's incredible. It's magnificent. I give it a 10 out of 10.
Oh my god, Ghost Rider fucking climbing into a dead celestial so he could turn it into, he could like ride it.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Like, it's so fucking cool. Like, they're just like, I don't carry the shield carries me, just like the fucking your flaming head or whatever the fuck. He's like, you turn that tractor into a Ghost Rider just by touching it or whatever, caught it on fire or whatever the hell. And he's like, yeah, fuck that, I'm gonna get in the celestial. It just like moseys on over it and it lights on fire. That shit was sick. That was the coolest shit of all time. I've never been so happy. And that, well, I mean,
so
I had never been that happy until the next panel where I realized that little fruit that Hulk was just like, gimme. And it turns out it just made them giant. And then Iron Man's like GK Mark II armor was just also fucking giant. And I'm like, I'm here. I'm home. I'm watching big dudes punch the shit out of each other. And it's incredible.
Just like Ultra Q. They got big.
Yeah, man. Ultra Q, like the fucking Power Rangers. Or just, it's, you know what? I like it when things get big, dude. Like, really big. It's like, I forget what Iron Man asked Ghost Rider after we got that nice shot. He's like, are you ready to blah, blah, blah? And Ghost Rider's like, fuck yeah, I am. He's like, they heard that fuck from thousands of miles around. Let's do this. Just like so fucking good. Oh. I had a very good time. And like the art was super good. Like it's just
Ed McGuinness does the art for this. He's good at this kind of like bombast stuff.
Yeah, man.
Although funny enough, his big breakout Marvel work was fucking Deadpool.
Nice. I've been yeah, but nice. You know. It's good shit.
Yeah.
Objectively.
Yeah, he's got a good style. This is like probably the best Ed McGuinness book though to me, because his talents and the story of being so big and dumb.
Dude,
fucking great.
You know, I do love me a creation story. I mean, if it's well done, that's appreciated. And this is the sort of like, it's cool. As a first brush with Celestials and shit, like, I don't know. For a first introduction, like the sense of how cool these fuckers are and how like big they are and powerful. Like it was just it all hit perfectly. Like Loki talking to Captain America about the progenitor, like the alpha Celestial.
Yeah.
He's like, you thought they came like 1 million or maybe 5 million years ago. And he's like, no. 4 billion. I'm like, ooh, make the number bigger. Do it again.
4 billion, and it was just fucking dying.
Yeah, it was like dying. Dude, and this shot with like the black liquid like spilling out of its mouth and shit. And it's just like this
so good.
Mixed with the lava and like yeah, that's good shit.
Pure bile.
Yeah, dude. Like early Earth was nasty. That's where humans came from.
Uh-huh.
Dude,
yeah, there's just like a ton of like great ideas in here, like the fucking prehistoric Avengers.
Yeah, man. So I was a little, for like a split second, I thought that maybe this was the thing I was thinking of, but no, there's an actual like Savage Avengers, and that has Red Sonja in it. Sonja. I actually Sonja. Okay, I don't know if
I don't know.
Not heard it. Not heard it out loud. Don't know if the J is soft. I'll go Sonya, I guess. I know she's in one of those, as is Conan. And I'm like, this doesn't seem like this is where that would be. And it wasn't. But yeah, dude,
Yeah.
I'm all about that. Do the prehistoric Avengers, is this like a first and only, like a thing created for this, or do they have like roots elsewhere?
This is unique to this.
Okay.
But the book keeps going back to them as it continues on.
Well, the only one I was really curious about was like our proto Hulk, because he's like, they called him Starbrand,
And
then they refer to Starbrand later. I'm like, okay, I'm lost now.
Yeah. Well, Starbrand is like the name of that power.
Oh, okay.
But it's only here that I've ever seen it. This is the first time I've ever seen it be depicted as a Hulk.
I mean, it's fucking cool.
Because, like, it was just, I think originally, it was just like a blonde dude. I think was the original. And then it became Quasar.
I mean, the Hulk version seems cooler.
It was just like
offhand.
a space Superman kind of character. Who's
Yeah.
like, can fly and is super strong or whatever.
Yeah, but like put some Hulk on it.
Making that a Hulk, but so that you can give the Savage Avengers their Hulk.
Yeah.
Like just the idea of this recurring group of powers.
Yeah, no,
is so cool to me as a Marvel nerd of like these powers matter and they come back over and over again. And
dude, that's cool. I'm on board with that. I mean, I got like some of
and
my...
it like there's like enough stuff that it's pulling together that it like totally works. It's like taking stuff that's just been sitting there and then bringing it together, which is kind of some of my favorite stuff in comics, when like you just take these different elements that were created independently and then find a way to make them a whole.
Mm-hmm.
And like build a universe out of that.
Okay, so like the individual powers that they chose, or hero powers that they chose?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
because like there's been stuff they've done, like I've seen stories like tying Iron Fist to the Phoenix before, that like just like little ideas that they have been in other comics, but like nothing like as fully formed as this.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever.
Yeah, I did not. I mean, I had like no. I know of Ghost Rider. I know his shtick.
Mm-hmm.
Don't really know what he does aside from that shtick. Like, he turns things into flaming things.
Yeah.
Starbrand, no idea. Iron Fist, no idea. And the Phoenix is just the Phoenix. So that was pretty easy.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and we got our like prehistoric Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
That shit was cool
Well,
too.
I mean, it's funny because like, the Phoenix, originally it was just Jean Grey going crazy. And then it was when they were like, how do we bring this character back from like the fact that she like literally blew up a planet? And then I think it was Kurt Busiek, but a writer came up with the idea like, well, it was just an alien possessing her, clearly.
Yeah. That's a classic. I mean, that's it's kind of a not great thing I like to encounter, at least on a big scale. This person committed war crimes. Yeah, but they were being like mind controlled. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I don't
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with that moral conundrum.
I mean, it was also it's also like, if you look at that story, it's also like, yeah, this lady, she just couldn't handle her power. She went crazy.
Yeah.
That's not great either.
Speaking of people not handling their power, I just like that everyone handled their power.
Hell yeah.
The whole thing with I mean, there was some stuff, even the bits that were like, how do I describe it? It's because like there was some. If this was in X-Force, there would have been some real edgy moments with like the guys at the bar and shit. I'm like, this is kind of nice that it's like this. It's just the trope, you know? They're just doing this thing, and I'm like, it's nice.
This is just pure super heroics.
Yeah, and they're like it's a teeny bit grim if you like stop and really decide to think about it. But it's not
They're
presented.
gods falling from the sky dead.
Oh, not even that part. Just like
Yeah, sure.
I was in a coma and I don't have Mjolnir and all that stuff. But like it's not presented as being like boo-hoo, like we're gonna dwell on this and be sad.
No,
it's like clearly
that's just like Thor explaining his what he's been up to.
But
which were comics also written by Jason Aaron.
The Thor comics are. Okay.
Yeah, Thor.
Nice.
Jason Aaron had been writing
Around
Thor
that.
for a long time.
Yeah.
Going into this.
So yeah, like that presentation of things and just like even getting to other little. It's familiar tropes, you know. They go to Thor and Hulk go to Odin, and Odin's like showing them the secret thing that will help them beat the Celestials, but like it'll be your own doom, watch out. And I'm like, out. But I'm here for it though. Like I like to see. I am very much in the mood to watch this familiar thing play out exactly how I expect it to. And then fucking, you know, you skip forward a couple of pages. She-Hulk is saying that Hulk is the biggest bomb, and then punches a Celestial, and it goes boom. Like,
hell yeah.
It's just what I wanted.
No, totally. Like, look, just like scale up the superheroics, make the shit fucking big, and let the heroes be heroes. This is what I'm about.
Dude, it's so
like,
fucking
honestly,
good.
It's just fun.
Yeah.
And it's wild.
Oh, dude, it's like
while also like building on top of comic book lore that existed, and making something new. It's just kind of doing everything I want from superhero comics. Like, this is just such a I was so thrilled reading this comic.
I mean, it's sick. I mean, even you mentioned the bodies of Celestials like falling from the sky. Like, yeah, it's just cool. They don't make it grim.
Yeah.
They make it like fucking awe-inspiring or whatever. Like,
yeah, totally.
It hits that fucking.
This is a problem the Avengers need to solve.
That first one where Captain Marvel, they meet Captain Marvel. They're like, "You killed a Celestial?" She's like, "Nope, I just guided it away from Times Square." And everyone, they're like, I think that's when she says there's like 100 more portals just like it or whatever, and everyone's like, "Well, fuck." Like, it's so good.
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
well, that's like my thing of like people who like complain our Superman's too powerful. It's like, bitch, just present him with a problem that's fucking worthy of being a character being that strong, and it's fine.
Yeah,
like it can be. It just let it be fun. Fucking, what are you whining about?
Yeah, man.
Like, we've got Thor and Captain Marvel here, and you just like present a bigger threat.
Yeah. Or think like, you know, make the not necessarily, I was gonna say a mystery, but not like a mystery. but like a different problem, you know, like here, Captain Marvel, even if she could have killed the Celestial, like that wasn't really the problem. you know. Also, before I forget, I the other bit that I liked was like our reveal at the end when Loki's smiling because like the Avengers are back.
Yeah, but
And
he
was
did
like
it
this whole
again.
thing.
Loki did it again.
I'm
He
like-
started the Avengers.
I'm like, you know, I'm about it, dude. Like he's just doing Loki shenanigans, and it's like it's one of those things. I just wanted all the fucking tropes, archetypes, and I just wanted everybody to do their thing exactly as I like expect them to do it, you know. And it was just done so well. And
It's
then,
just
like
fun,
you said, like
yeah.
fun ideas, and like you can do the same thing like at a baseline.
Well-drawn.
Oh, absolutely well drawn. The art was super cool. I wouldn't call it like mind blowing. Like I don't think it was doing anything too
it's
crazy.
Not like my absolute favorite, but it's good.
It's very, very solid. Mostly because they put the perfect amount of muscle definition on She-Hulk. That's what I'm here for. Beef. We weren't kidding though. She's very beefy.
Extremely beef.
And Thor was super into it.
He was
God, when they're
extremely into it.
fucking they activate the unmind or whatever, and they're just making out again.
Yeah.
It's too good. Fucking Tony looks at Captain Marvel. He's like, I mean, do you wanna? Love it.
Oh God, they're doing it again.
Oh God. Oh, when they first link, and he's like, "Oh my God, he wasn't lying about. They weren't lying about kissing." Oh, I can't stop seeing it.
A thing that's like a Jason Aaron that just felt extremely Jason Aaron touched to me on this book is that Ghost Rider is on the Avengers, just because I think Ghost Rider was one of his first big Marvel books.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
He just like really likes Ghost Rider,
I mean that's
and it
fair.
just worked so well.
Oh, dude. I mean I mean, all of his stuff was like pretty cool, and even then, this was like
it helps that like this, like, and it's like this is a pretty fairly recent version of Ghost Rider.
Yeah, him just not
So
knowing.
he's more of just like the, even though he's like the one with the demon powers, he's like the inexperienced one.
Yeah, he's
who
like-
doesn't know his own strength.
He's like, "What the
kind
hell
of
am I
thing.
gonna do?"
It's like, because he's like theoretically like he's a character who drives a car.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, the prehistoric Ghost Rider on the Mammoth was
It's so
pretty
good.
fucking solid, like leaping
Oh
off
my
of the
God.
cliff.
Prehistoric Ghost Rider on a woolly mammoth. That's just a beautiful image.
It's incredible. No, I really liked.
I honestly feel like that's the thing that really holds together the prehistoric Avengers.
and it was
Ghost Rider on a fucking woolly mammoth.
it was just woven into it so well. You know, I forget what stuff we were reading. There's been some, I don't know if it was super recently. There's been some timeline stuff where we're like swapping back and forth that I feel like we read, and I was like, I don't know which one, but one of them I was like, can we please get the hell out of here? Like take me back to the other thing. And this, like, I was interested in both because it's cool.
Yeah.
It's well done. And again, like they were, you know, they're talking about how the prehistoric Avengers, like, they fucked up. You know, there's regrets. It was rough. People died, but like, it wasn't dark about it. It was just the tragic bit of backstory or whatever. And it was cool as hell at the same time.
Yeah, man. Just good shit.
I'm not even sure, like, what thread is pulling me the most.
Sure.
I mean, I guess maybe it could be a case of just like continuing for a little bit, because like really I'm just like, I want more of this shit. Like the Celestials are super cool. Getting more stuff with them, or like a different kind of take that like ticks similar boxes, would be interesting. Hulk and Thor making out, like that would be great. Or like I don't know, like a prehistoric Avengers, or doing like I don't know if the Savage Avengers. I feel like that's just not the. It's not the
I don't
same.
think that can compete with this
No
idea, honestly.
No, it's just a totally different thing. From what I know. I don't know. Even like, I mean, I don't know much about Captain Marvel. Like that was she was interesting in this. Or maybe just Ghost Rider. Like that shit was cool. And I really, for not knowing much about Ghost Rider, him being new maybe helped. Like it was kind of, I picked up on it, thankfully.
Yeah.
That he like kind of getting introduced to him, like that almost feels like maybe the strongest pull, just because it feels like something I'm early enough on to like follow it a bit, if possible. But if not this exact one, then if there's like a really good Ghost Rider thing, that might be neat to do. Combination of like cool and also just learning more about that particular character.
I guess we could do his like the early Robbie Reyes Ghost Rider stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I mean, we don't have to.
Where we should go.
We don't have to decide right now. It's always nice when we can just pop it out right there, but if it's gonna take some consideration,
it's gonna take some consideration. Yes, I would say it's some consideration, because I'm also not sure where to go after this.
Yeah,
because this is such a fucking like.
It's so solid.
It's so like coming out with your best foot forward kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, it's
like even this book like takes a step back for a little bit.
I mean, that's
after this, it doesn't keep the volume at 11.
That's like
immediately
the conundrum of like every fucking smash hit film, book, series, anything, right? Like, wow, this was fantastic. I want the exact same thing but different.
I do think the ongoing book is like is tremendous, but I don't know if that's what we want to do right now.
Yeah, I'm definitely
and it's
not
been
opposed.
way more of a slow burn in terms of like what I liked about it, because it's like slowly continuing in like an ongoing story while introducing different threats, and it's got this whole political angle to it with like the Avengers, the like superhero team of the United States, the superhero team of Russia, and just a bunch of other stuff going on. Vampires,
Oh shit, Beowulf's in it?
No, they add Blade to the Avengers, the next arc, though.
Yeah, I mean, I would say based on this book, like, I would be interested in continuing. Not necessarily right next time, and maybe even that could be like a full like Salt Circle thing if we do like more of it. But who knows? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll come up with some options for you.
Cool.
to like go by covers or whatever.
Yeah. Comic life. Oh, this cover's fucking sick.
Yeah, man. You just walk into the store and you see the sick comic, and then if you're smart, you open it up and make sure the art inside is good. Sometimes you see a sick cover, you open it up, and immediately you're like, oh no, never mind.
Yeah. I mean, that's how I find metal bands. It's always, you go by the cover art, and if it's sick, it's probably going to be good, but you got to double check that shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah, this is like, this Avengers book is very good. It's like exactly what I want out of an Avengers comic.
I mean, me too, apparently. I can confirm as someone who's not super familiar with I'm not getting more familiar with comics, but certainly not super familiar with the Avengers. Very good to dive into. Can highly recommend. If anybody's like, man, all that MCU shit in comics and stuff, everybody's talking about it all the time. Like, maybe I should try. Like, probably just try this one. It's good.
Oh yeah. Yeah, those movies do not compare to this.
Nobody fucking got big and punched the shit out of another big person.
Or made out.
Nobody made out with Hulk. Save the MCU. Make fucking... Like, they had so many opportunities. Like, Scarlett Johansson is right there. Where's the Hulk Scarlet action?
Well, they did try to ship that, but it was terrible.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it's bad, though.
In MCU or, like, in comics?
Yeah, in MCU.
In MCU. When did this fucking happen? Around what films?
It kind of happens off screen. Like, between Avengers 1 and 2. So it's like a thing in Avengers 2. But in Avengers 2 is fucking
well,
terrible.
that's why I wouldn't know. My dabblings after Avengers are hazy at best. I never saw 2.
Yeah, 2 is one of the ones I think about the most for how fucking bad it is.
That just makes me want to watch it, honestly. You can't go around saying stuff like that. Man, it's bumping around
not
and
fun.
It's bumping around in Hank's noggin all the time. I gotta know.
It's not fun. It's not fun. That's the
yeah, but laughing at how
specifically they're doing a story and they didn't include the one comic book line they had to include.
Go on.
There was one line. If you're doing an Avengers vs. Ultron story, you gotta have Thor say, Ultron, we would have words with thee. After the Avengers have kicked the shit out of a shit ton of Ultrons. That's just required, man.
Yeah.
They're all beat to shit. And Thor's like, Ultron, we would have words with thee. So good.
Pretty good. Ah, well. MCU, am I right? Anyway.
They're fine.
Yeah.
This was great. This is what I love.
It's
If you ask me what I love about
incredible.
comics, this is an easy one to point to.
yeah.
SaltCirclePod, gmail.com, anchor.fm/SaltCircle. I'm on Twitter at Comic Panels.
I'm not.
Ben is free of Twitter.
Yeah. Woo.
Apparently being on Twitter makes you more bored, as studies have shown.
That sounds correct. Based on my findings.